Welcome to Blackwater. Good friends telling better stories, including an old friend at the table for the first time.
Oh
This is Chantel, who originates the booth laugh.
Wow. You can hear it in the flesh, so high quality. Wow.
Nothing but table laughs tonight.
Yeah. Look at me go.
No one's
Moving up.
to laugh.
No, that's a little sad.
Imagine if there was a laugh.
Amazing. I'm gonna jump into some announcements because I have so many.
Chantel's like, I've never laughed at anything you guys have said in my
Ever.
life. It's not me.
It's
I've always been texting my friends and they said something independently funny.
Which would be strange because that means it followed us from the old studio to the new studio as well, which is terrifying. It follows. I'm going to acknowledge that tonight we are streaming from the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Coast Salish, Stolo, Semiahmoo, Kwantlen, Tsawwassen, and Musqueam First Nations. While our characters play in a world that Tim has created, we are honored to be able to live, work, and ultimately play on these lands tonight. This is our first stream of 2026. Woo! We did it!
New year, new me.
New year.
I'm left-handed now.
Just practicing some
time.
ambidexterity
No,
this year.
I just woke up and I'm different. New year, new me.
Whoa! We are
Built
so excited for all of the stuff we have that we've started planning for this year, looking into kind of the first half of the year. That would be some of our goals this year as kind of a group within the D&D AP streaming space are to kind of focus on community engagement, both with our audience, which is you wonderful folks out there, as well as other folks within the tabletop space. We want to do a few larger scale productions. So those would be kind of like the really big high quality productions where we invite some wonderful folks to play with us, that we can bring on big teams, editors, musicians, all of that kind of stuff to come work with us on these wonderful kind of expansive series, as well as kind of focusing on what Blackwater is, like really kind of dialing into what our values are within the space. We've been doing this for almost 6 years now, which is really, really exciting.
Too long. I mean,
Too long, some might say.
Some say.
And that being said, our 6th year anniversary is on March 17th, and oh my goodness, we have been working on something for probably about the past 3.5 months that we will be dropping on our birthday, and I'm really, really excited about it. It is going to be so much work, but it has had a very large amount of my focus when it comes to stuff with Blackwater, seeking consultation from so many different people in the space, talking about what we want this project to look like. So we cannot wait to bring it to you all very, very soon. Jess and Adam are away, as you can see, but they will return with best wishes at the end of January. And if you love this campaign as much as we do and you want to get caught up, you can find all of our stuff over on the BlackwaterDnD YouTube page. All of our episodes release on Fridays at noon, with podcast episodes from the previous week dropping on Mondays at noon. You can type !YouTube in the chat to find our channel links there. Also, we will be back with our Wayback Machine starting on Wednesdays. Episode 26 is up this week, so still very early in the Best Wishes campaign. So if you are brand new and want to jump in not at episode 113, that's a really nice place to start. It means you only have 25 episodes, and those air weekly Wednesdays right here on Twitch.
And they're on YouTube.
And they're on YouTube as well. So the entire catalog is up there on YouTube.
And on podcast.
And on podcast. So whatever way you want to consume said media, it's there. We did that for you. We also have a Patreon. Yanis, can you tell the folks at home about Patreon?
yeah, it's a great place. You can go there to support us. You find a bunch of bonus content, like we do Chatwater, which is a show that we film immediately after this show, where we talk about the session that we just did. In this case, we actually filmed it before, as we created our characters, worked through sort of the game mechanics. But there's that. We release one free one of those every month. The rest are available on the Knucklebone tier and above.
Yes, and the first one where we build our characters will be our free one. So this week is the free one dropping on Wednesday.
But there's also a bunch of other bonus material there. We've got our Discord. You can join the Patreon-only Discord. You can join the Discord regardless, but if you join Patreon, you can join the Patrons-only Discord. We put a bunch of sneak peeks of things, photos that have no context, things like that in that Discord. But it's a great place, and it helps us be able to do what we do. So it's a much better way to support us than some of the more old-fashioned ways, like
Twitch
Twitch
subs,
subscriptions
whatever.
or tokens or whatever. This is the new way that is much more beneficial to us as a small-time creator.
Yeah, and the money actually goes more directly to us, and we're able to kind of use it as we see fit, which is
So come check it out.
So come check it out. Thanks, Yanis. I also want to shout out a couple some stuff that has come our way over the Christmas break. I want to send a huge shout out to our friends over at Watsy for the new Eberron books, which is
that.
Eberron Forge
So
of
cool.
the Artificer.
So cool.
Very, very exciting. So
Artist.
these books, I believe, are just out, or if not, going to be out very, very soon. So I am embargoed from showing you anything on the insides, but I can show you these. It's a lovely little expansion. There's obviously D&D 2024. The alt cover is so pretty. And it's like it says on the back, when the Gorgon's breath gives life instead of stony death, when fires create inside or instead of destroy, when towers rise from the rubble and reach into the sky, then shall embers spring to life in the darkness, and 5 shall rise to cause a dragon's fall, which is the draconic prophecy, which is what this is based around.
Love Eberron.
Yes, Eberron is really, really great. It includes a revised Artificer class, 5 Artificer subclasses, 3 campaign toolkits, 40 new player options, and Eberron Bastion facilities if you're incorporating Bastions in your campaign, and an Eberron Bestiary. So go get your hands on this. It's available on D&D Beyond as well as in print copy. Tim and I are obviously going to keep the alternative cover. Did you want?
I want to take a look at that art.
Yeah, you can take it. Amazing. And as we were saying before, we have also moved into a new studio space. So we are thrilled to be one of the founding partners of the Cascadia Tabletop Collective, partnering with local groups like the Campfire, Bookwyrm Games, Questkeep, and Theatre of the Unaligned to form a new studio that we're calling the Cascadia Tabletop Collective. We're looking to turn Vancouver into a hub of tabletop creators, and this is really incredible first step. The studio move actually has been pretty smooth so far. We, as all of the groups that have come together, we've formed a board. We've started like a nonprofit society to fund this space. We want this space to be a legacy space, and even if a group leaves, we want it to outlast the people who have started it. There is so much construction happening here with stuff changing all the time. There is it's a really awesome space for exactly what we need. So we couldn't have done this without you. So thank you so much. I'm very grateful to the folks that we work with here at the Cascadia space, coming together as a collective to share resources, because rent is expensive, y'all. We couldn't have done this by ourselves. We could not have afforded a space like this alone. And so to help with the move, as with our studio, we have created a throne where there's a bunch of new gear for the studio space that we need some help crowdfunding. If you're in our Discord and you're like, hey, I'd love to contribute to the throne, or even if you just message us in any capacity, whether it's email or Instagram or whatever, and you're like, hey, I'd like to contribute to this, but I can't fund the whole thing, let me know and I'll open up crowdfunding on a specific option. There's a really great option to do that. You can type !throne in the chat. We've always had some incredible viewers donate so much stuff to us. We've had new backdrops, some beautiful Philips Hue lights. Over the break, we received a Philips Hue dimmer and a Philips Hub, which allowed us to control the lights remotely over Wi-Fi from JCANS. Thank you so much for that. It's so appreciated. And it's like, I just get little notifications that someone has sent us a gift, and it just brings a smile to my day. So thank you to all of you for contributing. I also want to take a second to shout out a favorite local game store here in Vancouver. Rain City Games is a local FLGS here in Vancouver. They also do online ordering, and they can ship, I believe, across Canada and I think into the US as well. I had a gift certificate that I'd been meaning to use, and I purchased this new game called Last Sabbath. It is created by Atropo Culevra and Valentino Sergei. It was originally published in Italian, and it's distributed by Firekeep Productions, and it's a narrative journalist narrative journal GM-less TTRPG, which truly, I love that so deeply, where players play a coven of witches that are uniting towards a confrontation with a common enemy. It's a really beautiful game, very simple mechanics, incorporates runes and tarot, and is just it's beautiful. The art is stunning. All of the pages just have beautiful illustrations on them. It's all done within black and white and red, lots of werewolfy kind of vibes as well. The artist Jessica Chiofi is so stunning. Please go pick yourself up a coffee. I cannot recommend it enough. And I I always like look for games that really try and like pique my interest towards something, so you can best believe that there will be a show of this at some point. I think I want to do it as a podcast and bring together a bunch of creators to do a podcast version of this, and I'm thinking about it already. So thank you so much to Rain City Games for like existing and just being an awesome game store. Which brings us to our dedicated sponsor for the evening, Bookwyrm Games, and their successful backer kit project, Familiar Tales. Bookwyrm is your friendly Canadian purveyor of the finest tabletop gaming essentials and accessories. This series features the Quill system, created by our dear friend Michael Paler, who you've seen many times on our stream, and takes place in the Willowmere setting, which is underway to be released as a campaign guide and like module setting as well. It's inspired by Redwall, Wind in the Willows, The Chronicles of Narnia. I get real like Wander Home vibes from the game as well. It's also really exciting that Tim and Sean will be writing for the book, which is really great. I'm doing some editing and sensitivity reading for the series or the book as well. Michael was supposed to be here tonight, but will be here, but got caught up with something else, but will be here in a couple weeks to come watch the finale of this series. We also did as we said, we did our character building and review of the mechanics in Chatwater, which will be released on Wednesday on Patreon. So whether you want to bring a cozy game with little animal adventures to your table, or you need to kit out your party with dice, send them on new adventures with their quest chests, which we have done. They created a custom quest chest for us, quest coins, or you want to immerse your players with candles, tea, coffee, the folks at Bookwyrm will have you covered. One other new thing that they do as well is gaming tables. So we have, you can't see it, but we have a brand new,
Not allowed.
we have a brand new gaming table. You will post pictures in the Discord right now. They will be up there. The Patreon will probably have seen them yesterday, which was created for us in conjunction with Bookwyrm Games. It was crafted by a local craftsman named Jeff, who is based out of Chilliwack. He creates custom furniture and millwork with his company called the Plane and Nail Woodworking Company. It's so beautiful. Tim has got is notched in. So we're also getting custom inlays that you'll be able to see when we go back to our main campaign with terrain. There's custom DM screens coming. It's so beautiful. I'm so thrilled with it, and it as the child of a carpenter, this just really sings to me. I'm very tempted to send my dad a picture of this table and be like, Dad, what do you think? So yeah, thank you so much. You can head on over to their respective Instagram handles, the Plane and Nail Company, and then Bookwyrm Games to get yourself a table, or at least drool over some of them that they have there. And that's it. That's all I have. So for the first time in 2026, grab your tissues, grab your spider milk, grab your jorts, and your best friends. Whether you're new with us tonight or you've been with us for ages, thank you so much for your support. It's through community that we can make amazing things happen. We love you immensely. And thank you so much for hanging out with us at our table. We hope you feel super, super welcome here. And I guess this time it's Tim. Can you roll the clip?
All right.
Hey! You did it, Tim.
Ooh, I have so much power. I could just take a break.
You don't know how to use it.
I want a break. All right. So, welcome all of you. So, at the far northern edge of Willowmere, beyond the frostbound tundra province, outside the borders of the other 8 provinces, in the North Wilds, is Fort Brightwind, a logging and trading post that harvests the sturdiest wood in Willowmere, oxwood. Folks up here are used to harsh conditions. Winter is always 2 seasons long, and spring is a week-long festival.
That's it.
But The wind and cold have made for warm hearths, good stories, and some of the best stew recipes you'll find. And that is where we pick up as our group of 3 adventurers have been spending the summer in Willowmere, preparing for a journey even farther north, chasing down a tale of a castle built by giants. And you find yourself here preparing for your expedition in the winter months. If you can go ahead and, Sean, why don't you start and introduce your character?
Yeah. So we're in a tavern, I assume. Right?
Yeah, you're in the mess hall. There is no tavern in Fort Brightwind. It is really kind of a working settlement. So there is the sawmill, the Northbrook sawmill. That's overseen by Foreman Goldtooth. There's the mess hall, which is just called the Big Mess.
Sorry, what was the foreman's name?
Foreman Goldtooth, who is a beaver.
Oh, yeah.
The mess hall, that's overseen by a family, but primarily the 2 that run the mess hall, the kind of head cooks, are brother and sister. They're lemmings in Penn and Tilly.
Penn and Tiller.
And there is the smith. It's just called Matilda's, and it's run by Matilda Maddox, a badger.
Yeah.
With arms of iron. Sort of what she's known for. There's the stables, which is known as the Lady Barn.
Because they're ladybugs.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
because it's where the boreal ladybirds live, which you'll find out more about soon. But the stable master there is Percy McVie, an Arctic hare.
I'm thrilled.
There is also a store, kind of a fort store. It's called the Pack and Tackle, and it's run by a chipmunk named Dennis Villeneuve. Denny Villeneuve. And it's kind of a...
What is he?
He's a chipmunk.
He's a chipmunk. He's actually specifically a least chipmunk. That's the type of chipmunk that he is. It's just called the least chipmunk. It's crazy. Look it up.
I did hear Tim snickering to himself while he was...
Looking up little animals. Woo! So the store is kind of a typical fort store. So typically it's used by primarily of the workers of the fort, and they kind of have a ledger where they dock it from their pay and things like that. But there are occasionally outsiders that come through here, and so there are things available for trade. They have a lot of rations and any kind of supplies you may need. Kind of out on the road. The Big Mess also, you're able to kind of purchase prepackaged meals and things like that, and some preserves and things like that. But most of it you would get from the store for things you need. But that is Fort Brightwind. So you are in the Big Mess right now. I would say it's kind of mid-morning. There's 11sies going on. And you can see the Lemming family is running around and kind of clearing dishes and bringing out baskets of baked breads and things like that. There is like a wonderful stew that you can smell that is cooking for lunch.
I did just look up what a lemming looked like because I did need a visual in my head, and it was
100%.
perfect, exactly what I wanted.
It's a potato, turnip, and leek stew, and it's just like the whole Big Mess just smells like it. It's a thick, creamy stew. You can see they're starting to kind of ladle some of it up before some of the workers come in for lunch, and it's garnished with fresh rosemary, and there's fresh butter buns that are being passed out onto tables with gooseberry preserve, and for dessert, it's up on the sign. There's a dense cardamom cake that's been soaking in lingonberry liqueur.
Why would I ever leave?
Yeah, it's quite warm and toasty. And as some of the animals are coming in from the sawmill, they're at this time of year, they're kind of preparing for one of the biggest sort of events in Fort Brightwind is when they send the logs south. So they have the Oxwood harvest get sent south. on a caravan, basically, of huge wagons. These big, it's called the Iron Goose, is what they refer to it as. But it's basically a convoy of wagons that are quite sturdy as they have to traverse this kind of rugged terrain farther south to trade with the rest of Willowmere, and then bring back the kind of supplies for the next year. And they are pulled by, each wagon is pulled by a team of 4 giant kind of light blue ladybugs. They're quite furry. They're known as boreal ladybirds. And they do have kind of fur on their shells.
This is a real animal?
This is not a real
Oh,
animal.
okay.
And they often refer to them as the snowbirds. And you know that the caravan has left. Everything's been kind of packed up, so they're sort of winterizing the sawmill. And the caravan left about a week and a half ago. And there was a big party as they set everybody out. And it leaves typically about 2 weeks before winter sets in. And they basically, because they want the harvest to go on as long as they can, so they really push it as close as they can before the winter snows start to come, and they don't want the caravan to get jammed down by the snow. But it's run by the conductor, Clippy Storm, who is a marmot.
Yes.
And she's been the conductor for the last 12 winters. And her claim to fame is that in all her runs, she's never let a snowflake touch the goose. But she set out with the wagons, and you have been kind of in the town as everything's been quiet. There's a number of folks that travel with the caravan south, so the fort's a little bit quieter right now.
And we're basically fueling up to and kind of getting ready to head north.
Farther north,
giant
which
castle.
everyone is sort of like, that's crazy. As it's largely unexplored. As you are out in the wilds, this area of Willowmere is a little bit less, it's quite untamed. The magic of Willowmere glow that does flow through the whole thing is a little bit more unpredictable this far outside of outside of the provinces. And so things can be a little more unpredictable. Nature can behave strangely. And the farther you get away, the farther north, there's tales that it's even wilder and more dangerous. So it would be quite the feat to go farther north.
All right, well, then it sounds like we're probably heading out tomorrow. It sounds like to me. Today's sort of the last day to rest up, get things taken care of. We're in the mess, and that's big breakfast time.
It's 11 season.
It's second.
Yeah, there's
breakfast
still
for
breakfast
sure.
out. Lunch is coming.
It's just the day before you leave, you're carbo loading, you're loading up. And so you will see coming back from the stew zone just big, thick arms laden with bowls, at least 3 just for himself. You see a big ol' wombat. Square face, square body. Like big body, not ripped body. This is a big guy,
Yeah.
but not a muscular guy. This gentleman wearing like a sleeveless. It's like if you had sort of monk robes, like a brown monk robe, but you tore the arms off.
Yeah.
Cannot get Sean to wear sleeves ever.
Mark wears sleeves.
It's the anomaly.
Yeah, well, write what you know.
Yeah.
And you know this as Buttermilk, or as his brothers in the order know him as Brother Buttermilk, and he's sort of the group's cleric. He's a big old magic boy, and he brings over his big old bowls to our table.
Looking very excited at the prospect of food would be probably like a middle-aged badger gentleman who is wearing, he's got a kind of acorn shell plate armor. There is a He doesn't have his weapon with him currently. That is at the smith getting fixed, because from their last mission. And you see he has some scars on his face. He has an eye patch after some particularly bad skirmishes in the past. And you would know this to be Andreas Waterswell. And his kind of claim to fame would be that the Waterswells have always been in Brightwind. So there has always been one Waterswell in Brightwind. And you would see the vibes are very much like a fighter who's ready to pick up at a moment's notice, is a very kind of good-hearted guy who the mission comes first for the good of the people. And he would just kind of extend a paw to try and help you put these bowls down.
Absolutely.
And he just like a nod of thanks, and he just starts to tuck in as he just there's
What are you eating? You have to describe what you're eating.
Oh.
So I think there's a big bowl of stew, and because we're fueling up, I think there's already there's crumbs in his fur on his face with little smatters of jam, because he does have a sweet tooth. So there is a lot of extra jam on there, and he's just scarfing down butter biscuits or butter bread, and then just starts to tuck into the stew. Berry jam in the stew doesn't matter; it all tastes delicious.
Brightwind sort of being our port of call.
Yes.
Right? Brother Buttermilk has set up a bit of an apiary here. He's got a few beehives, which is tough when the bees are proportionally about this big.
Well, there are winter bees. You know that there is a species of winter bee up here. They're known as carpenter bees.
Oh.
They're winter carpenter bees, but and they're quite fuzzy.
Absolutely.
They're not huge. They're like this big.
They're bee proportion for us, and then that's the type of bees that Brother Buttermilk keep those bees.
And I think as you walk over, I go, "You got any of that honey?"
Yeah, bro. Absolutely. Yeah. No, I was just figure it's the last day. Doesn't travel too well. I've been tinkering with the honey mead. I know it's early, but give it a shot.
It's never too early.
That's my feelings exactly.
He just sculls down a meat, always something to get this day started,
Yeah.
and then he would take one of the bowl and pass it over to his seatmate.
You see sitting next to Andreas is Bandit Ferngully. He's a raccoon. He's got a small little notch missing out of one ear, nice gold earring in the other. He is wearing sort of a green traveler's cloak with a hood that's not currently up, and he's sort of sitting back playing with a dagger, sort of cleaning out from underneath his nails at the table. And he sort of spies the stew bowl coming towards him. Boy, what's that then?
Stew. Not to your liking.
Any meat in there?
Well, it looks mostly between mouthfuls, potato and leek, but it's very good.
He sits back, keeps picking his finger.
Bandit, you got to keep up your strength. Going up north.
You know there are there's quite a bit of.
You're doing so good.
It's a fictional accent.
It's not real. It's real.
Not real. It's not real.
You would know a lot of the there's a lot of fish up here typically, but as you've gotten closer to kind of wintertime, the fish that has all been now put into preserves. Yeah. So there is quite a bit of candied salmon, smoked salmon.
Oh fuck
Bandit.
Yeah,
Bandit.
and pickled salmon as well.
Tim, you're cooking on this one.
I know what the vibe is.
Bandit fucks with a lot of fish, but he also fucks with a lot of bugs.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's a big bug boy.
Yeah. Which is not as common up here. Not as many bug eaters this far north. They're that's typically more of a southern
He's
thing.
not like a vegetarian, but he's also not out there eating fellow people.
Yeah.
To be clear.
That's not really...
when he asks, to be clear, when he's asking about meat, he's not being or do we kill one of the mice? And
he's talking about horse meat.
Horse meat. Cattle, horse.
He's talking about bugs.
Well, there is milk. I did have to think about this.
Yeah. No. They milk some of the people that are around here.
It's horse milk.
There's cheese.
Yeah. There's cheese. But I really did have to think about that.
They're milking the ants.
I was like, I don't want to go too far down this.
Horse milk.
No, there are animals that milk ants.
Yeah.
Like there are
Okay.
Well, ants milk aphids, but
That's what it is. Sorry, the ants milk. That's what it is. Sorry, the ants milk aphids.
And it's crazy because they're milking the ants, and the ants are also
but
milking
everybody's
the
milking somebody.
We trade for milk with the ants.
Yes.
The ants are not people.
That's the whole
Big
thing
butt.
with this game is like who's people.
Where
and
are we
who's
drawing the
not.
Where are we
line?
drawing the line?
Well, okay.
Anyways,
For the record, no lizards are people, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well,
Lizards aren't people. Birds aren't
oh,
people.
see, this is starting to feel like Zootopia. The first one there was like, okay, there's no lizard, and the second one there's also lizards, and they're like, oh, we don't like them. I don't want to give away the whole
Anyway,
thing, but-
so fish and
All
bugs are your most
invertebrates. If they don't have vertebrates, if you don't have vertebrae, you're not a person, right? In this setting,
I don't think there's any cow people.
cows have vertebrae.
Yeah, but I don't think there's like because
Okay,
like
we are milking cow. We
there's
have one
bears,
cow.
but they're like think about this. Okay, this is
Okay.
what I have.
Yeah, break it down.
There is like one of the things that you are going to do when you are going to find that castle. It's like the legend goes that it was built by bears,
Whoa.
and like their bears sort of exist as like there's tales about them, but they're like giants. They're effectively the equivalent of giants, and so they are a bit of a mythical creature that no one there's like. People have told stories about how they've encountered bears or whatever, but it's not something that people see on a regular basis, so there is a little bit of disbelief around it.
Okay.
But that was part of what you're going to do. You're going to see this kind of giant's castle that is apparently up there, but there's no reliable like eyewitness. It's all sort of handed down tales. So there could be cows.
So I think Bandit
Giant
pulls out a little pack and opens it up, and he's got some salmon, some candied salmon that he's
Yeah.
like a big piece of it that he sort of the dagger he's kind of pulling strips off of, and
And yeah, you would
Gnawing.
know if you want more rations. There's tons at Pack and Tackle.
he's a gnar, so he's like big sharp pointy little teeth.
No lips.
It's very, very clean, just cleaning.
Yeah,
this
he
up
like
all the time.
he carves it and then he super casual and cool, and until it comes time to eat, and then,
So after like kind of finishing off the first bowl, I think Andreas would look around. He's like, "Well, if we're leaving tomorrow, I will have to go pick up my Morning Star from Matilda. But other than that, other than rations, I think we're basically ready to go."
Really focusing on resting up for the travel and maintaining my energy and maintaining my focus on the. You know what? This one's not working.
You can change.
I'm
it
going to
anytime.
pick a different place in the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
When you come back to me, I'm going to be a new character. I don't know yet.
You've sort of picked it up from the Lemmings. That's
We're
what
gonna-
they all sound like.
Oh, really? They're good at it?
Tilly.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh, hi.
What? Oh, no, are we in a conversation?
I know, just clearing some plates.
All right. Later, Tilly.
Good eye.
I don't know where I'm from yet, but I'm going to figure it out. That's what I'm doing today. I'm figuring out what my dialect is.
Amazing. That's
As you all know, me, Brother Buttermilk, I'm in a transitionary period in my life. I'm trying to figure out what kind of man I'm trying to be. And I feel like going north into the...
Hardship. We didn't slide into that at
I feel
all.
like as we go north, I'm gonna find me true self.
You see one of the otters kind of look up like, that's offensive.
What's that, brother?
No, nothing. It's good stew.
It's good stew, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, that's not it.
I think I would lean over to Bandit at this point and goes,
I'm scared to talk now. His accents are rubbing off. I had a solid idea.
That's why I didn't go with
And I'm
one.
just gonna start mimicking whatever bullshit Sean's doing.
I'd lean over to Bandit and, you know,
I had one job, not to do another thistle. That was my only job. People been talking. I can't do thistle again. I got one voice. 2. Thistle and kale.
Hey, you did that really good squeaky gnome in the airship thing. Because it was your anti-thistle. 'Cause-
Yeah, this is true. But I can't do him again.
Find it in the moment. I'm just gonna ask you something.
Going so well for you.
It's going great for me.
I lean
just
over
like-
to Bandit
Yeah.
and I goes, you know, this is while Buttermilk is kind of like starting to eat and kind of pontificating to himself primarily at this
What
point.
is a potato?
And should we be worried? Like every time we kind of set off on a new adventure, he starts speaking about finding himself again, and
It's a tuber.
and I start to wonder if the mission is perhaps the problem or is it the solution?
Oh, fuck, I'm so scared to talk.
Getting the yips.
The accent, yes.
Oh, God.
We should have done this in Chow.
This is why you come. This is why you come. It's the first one.
Character
of the year.
creation is not just the numbers on the page, it's where your character's from.
Yeah.
Just wait till you meet Denny. He'll know.
I have a feeling I know what Danny will do if it's gonna sound like. Well, I think. Oh fuck! It's just thistle.
Just
hold on,
do
hold on.
what
Give me a
makes
second.
Bandit. Bandit, speak freely here. I appreciate your thoughts.
You're thinking so hard. I can see you thinking through everything.
Somebody
Your
clip
own
this.
journey, self-discovery. The destination
chance to
is
say
the
it.
journey. What? Bandit.
I don't know what's the matter with him, but he does this every time we go out.
It's
I don't know what it is.
It's good. It's good. Well,
That's a raccoon accent. They all sound
that's
like
what
that.
we keep an eye on it, and he supports us so much, so we should support him as well.
There.
Right. And it's like in those, and I think.
It's so hot.
I think Andreas in this moment misses the long conversations he used to have with his fathers and uncles about the wilds and up north, and he loves his friends and misses. And I think that his family comes from a very they love to read and they love to kind of learn about the world. But he is currently the badger in Brightwind.
You know, the thing about magic is that once you feel like you know what it is, you lose it. And so I feel like your sense of self should be like that ever shifting on the waves of who you are. You are the boat riding on the story you
Found it.
tell yourself.
You found it.
For now.
Oh God!
It's pretty brilliant though, because if you make your thing that you can't decide on an accent, then you can just do whatever the
You can
fuck
just-
you want for the rest of the show.
Sorry, Tim, you were saying something.
Yes,
As
Tim,
you
please
are,
talk.
you would have, Andreas, you would have, which is where you're all staying, you would have a cabin. There's like part of the, kind of around the walls of Fort Brightwind, there's a number of cabins and dugouts as well. So there's dwellings that are just underneath the walls. And some that have entrances just on the outside, but in the winter they kind of close the entrances off on the outside, and they all kind of use the inside entrances. But you would have a cabin along one of the walls you're all staying.
Yeah, and I feel like we would have packed up basically the cabin for
Yeah.
this journey, with the plans to just sleep there tonight and then head off at daybreak in the morning. After kind of finishing my stew, I would look to my wonderful compatriots. Did you wish to come with me to the smith if you need anything repaired, or before you go? I have to go pick up my my Morning Star.
I don't need anything repaired, but I will accompany you
I treasure your company always.
as I treasure yours.
Sean Connery? Nice. Yeah.
We would
Good accent's just a bad impression.
we would pick up and we would head over to the smith.
All right, so you head over to Matilda's. You can hear her kind of hammering away. She's working on tools. She's quite the craftswoman. She is she can make any of the tools that are used up here with her eyes closed. But she does dabble in custom armor and weapons in her spare time. You can see her kind kind of hardy apron, big thick leather apron, and kind of large muscular arms. As you can see, your morning stars hanging there on the rack.
And this is a pine cone morning star that isn't carved in. That was my father's before me. So getting Matilda to repair it is very important, and she's the only one I trust with it. So I would come in and...
She goes, "You don't have to knock, Andreas."
Well, it is polite, Matilda.
You're so polite.
As I should be. This is your establishment, and she is
We've
a badger.
known each other since we were children. Come on.
Right. Well, it is lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you too.
Andreas blushes, just like warm under like the fur on his cheeks. And you kind of just see he just kind of gets a little bit. I'm sure you have a lot on your plate today, so I don't wish to take up too much of your time, but we're heading out in the morning and just wondering if you needed more time with my morning star.
No, it's all ready. I've just been working on some braziers.
Oh, that's wonderful. May I see them?
Of course. I thought you'd never ask. She pulls out a few braziers, kind of lays them all out. She sticks one up, sticks a candle in it, lights it. Make a wish.
I'm not supposed to tell you what I wished for.
Oh, well, it wasn't what I was hoping.
What do you mean?
Oh, never mind.
Bandit sort of made his way in, and he's like, touching things he shouldn't. Like, he's definitely in a place he shouldn't be. He's like behind the counter, poking the coals with a dagger. Like,
You hear something, and you hear just this thump as she slams her mallet down.
Tilda.
Bandit, be careful now. I don't want you burning your little fingers.
I always wish for peace among the provinces. But I do tell it. That is perhaps why it hasn't occurred.
He's on his kind of missionly journey of finding himself. We're in the middle of it, so.
Right. Well, I'm just glad we're far away from all that way up here. But it does get lonely in the winters.
Yes. Yes, it does.
I find copulation to be a good cure for loneliness.
Oh, aren't you forward?
No, not with you. With my god.
Right.
As I said, he's on a mission truly to find himself at the moment.
Right.
What do I owe you for the morning star?
Well, how about dinner when you get back?
Dinner?
Yeah. Maybe a nice bottle of mead or...
Yeah. Would you like me to cook?
If you'd like to.
Well, I have... There is a kitchen in the cabin. It doesn't get used very often, but if for such work it feels important that I would cook.
All right. That sounds nice.
Andreas immediately regrets what he's done. He's not a great cook, but has now absolutely dug his feet in. He's had literally had a candle for Matilda basically since they were kids, and has not made any moves. What at all?
Oh, she's well aware.
Yes, she is. And it's been this way for years.
Yeah.
So Andreas, we will be gone up to traveling north.
Right.
To
Make
look
sure you get a coat or something.
Yes, yes, I
There's
will-
cloaks over at Pack and Tackle.
Yes, we've got to get rations before we go. Do you, is there anything particularly that you like? If I'm cooking, it should be something you like. I would hate to make you something you don't like.
Well, I haven't had a braised salmon.
As you say that, you smell like cooking, like burning salmon. And he's got a piece of the candied salmon skewered on the dagger, and he's heating it over the What's the matter?
Braised rather than...
Braised or Arctic char is delicious too.
Well, I will endeavor to catch one and bring it back. If not, find somewhere to get it from.
Right. She leans over and grabs you by the scruff. She goes, if you don't bring him back in one piece, I'll braise you over the fire.
Okay.
Thank you. She kind of fixes your cloak.
Wave the dagger at her.
Off we go.
And I think I would kind of like reach out to take the morning stuff.
Turns it over.
And he like bows a little bit, immediately regrets his choice, and then says, "Right, we should head over to Pack and Tackle. Yes, that's where we're going next. Good day, Matilda." And he like walks out of the.
All right.
G'day.
He's circled back, ladies and gentlemen. He is circled
He's back. He's back on his bullshit.
There's a
You.
lot of parts of Australia. They all sound different, you know?
I thought the previous one was New Zealand.
Yeah.
Not a part of Australia.
No,
To be clear.
That's offensive that you'd say that.
You head over to the Fort store, Pack and Tackle, and you can see there is a few of the workers kind of heading out. As you see the chipmunk, Denis Villeneuve, is kind of organizing. You see stacking kind of jars of preserves. Hello, bonjour.
Hello, Denis. It's nice to
Denis. It's Denis.
Denis.
Yeah.
Denis.
Like Denis.
Denis.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for the correction. We are here to pick up some supplies. We are going. Do we know like how long this trek is going to?
I mean, you're going basically on a folktale, so you reckon it's probably like at least a 2-3 week north.
Okay.
Before you kind of get to the first, like kind of first clue that you have a good sense of where it might be based on a landmark.
So we could be gone for like a couple months.
Yeah.
Great.
I've placed an order. We were hoping.
Okay, which again?
Well, look in the books.
All right. So I've got here. He opens it up. He's like, I've got 3 packages of the garlic sage shortbread.
All right.
I've got the candied mapled walnuts with the dried cranberries, a big bag.
Yeah.
The 2 jars of pickled carrots. Okay, and 6 jars of the pickled spicy quail eggs. And
Merci.
yeah, they got a kick. Okay, I got too many. I got the peppers up, and it's quite something. There's got about a dozen jam pots here, different kinds. You know, I got the lingonberry, I got the gooseberry, salmonberry. I've got rye biscuits, the honey oat biscuits. I threw in a few bags of dried fruits. I got some of these broth pucks. You know, it's like a puck of broth.
Broth?
Broth.
Broth.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well,
It's there's a dozen.
Stew.
You just break a bit off and put it in hot water. You got yourself a broth.
Aye, sounds well.
And of course, he kind of leans over to you. I got the candied salmon. I got some more smoked salmon and some pickled salmon. Okay, don't go through this all in one go, eh? It's gotta last you for the whole trip.
And you could share some with the rest of us. You haven't before. You should.
Get your own fish.
This is for all of us.
These provisions will do us well, and we shall accept them with the agreed upon sum of currency.
What do you offer in trade or coin or barter? Also, we have established, I mentioned this off stream, but just so everybody knows who's watching, I have given them all 1 momentum token. It's part of the dice rolling system.
Yes.
You can earn momentum. You can spend it on different things. We'll find that as we kind of go. But I have given them all 1 momentum.
And momentum can be spent to rolling a strike, or what would be 2 successes on any skill check or combat roll, achieving a partial hit in combat, or you gain a momentum when you roll a strike, you achieve a partial hit, or performing a particularly daring, creative, or cinematic action, which is given out at the scribe's discretion.
My dear Denis, many folks would offer you commensurate coin for these goods, and I'm happy to do so, but I would offer a more exciting venture. Can you put a price on a legend? as you know, we are adventurers and we're going far north to a castle built by giants. I can have it in writing that any bard that tells our story...
I like this voice the best, okay?
Thank you, I quite like it as well. You have it in writing that we were supplied by none other than your fine self at Pack and Tackle, and we can make sure that wherever our story is told, the giants of the Holdfast, that Pack and Tackle is as central a part as any of us heroics.
I'm gonna have you make a skill check.
Commerce, perhaps?
You may make a commerce check.
Oh, yeah.
Our
I
first
was gonna
one
say
is
something in guile. Commerce is absolutely welcome.
Yeah, let's go. I'm
You know,
making
because I'm a
trade.
bit of a storyteller, but so I.
So, how many dice are you rolling?
I think 2. I have 2 in the commerce pot,
Yeah, and your plus your guile.
plus my guy?
Yeah.
Trace dice.
Yes.
You have
Okay.
1 in guile?
Yeah, I'm all
Okay.
glow and grit, baby.
Oh, glow and grit.
Glowing green.
I'm body and magic. This, less so.
But only with commerce.
I'm the one thing I know how to do is get branding deals.
Oh!
3 successes.
Oh, you got 2. But it's a 6 on the die.
So you gain a
It
momentum.
was
So is that?
Six
So
on
that's
die.
okay. 6 on the. So you gain a momentum. Do you want to spend one of those momentum?
No, I'm saving it up to hijack
What do you
the
mean it's a
story.
6 on the die?
Well,
It's a.
You got 2. One of the die is a 2 success.
jubilee successes.
Oh,
2
yeah,
fails.
but that's not a...
But I don't know if you get momentum if you don't succeed on your
No,
roll.
but no, you only get momentum when they total 6.
No, I think it's if you roll. No, it's if you roll a 6.
Yeah, that's
On a
it
D6.
adds up to a 6.
If you're rolling with d6s, it's when it rolls a
Yeah.
6, my dear.
It counts as 2 successes, and you also get a momentum token.
Like, so it's a 1 to 3. So if I was to roll this,
Yeah.
that would be one there. And you just roll 6.
Is it not total?
No.
Would have to add a 1 to the die roll before rolling.
Oh, that's true. He goes, you know, the exposure is very tempting, but it's we're getting into winter time, and this is a substantial ration, so I think I need, some compensation or
Very
trade
good.
or.
Very good. Bandit, pay the man.
I think what would we have had from our here's my question. What would we have had from our last adventure?
What
That-
would you have had?
I think we would have had I think we probably would have traveled maybe to the far west of Fort Brightwind, and we would have brought back some large sheets of birch bark. And so I think Andreas
It's pretty rare up here.
I think Andreas, out of his kind of larger pack, would pull out kind of 5 large sheets of birch bark and kind of lay them on the table. If this can be a start, with more to follow, double to follow.
That's pretty good, huh?
We
Because
had
the
to
birch bark is hard to find up here. You can use some of that for.
Well, you're telling me we had to slay the heck-feathered woodpeckers to get these a foul flock if ever there was
Do you have
one.
any of those feathers?
Of course I do.
You do? Yeah, you
I'll
have.
spend a momentum for that. That's literally one of the things. Introduce a small detail. Luckily, there's a lantern nearby. I do have one of those feathers.
Well, that's pretty good, huh? All right, I'll take this. And
Are you going to contribute anything?
Bandit for the extra salmon.
He said that he was growing peppers out back, right? Does he have a
He
greenhouse?
brought them in.
Oh,
he bought them. Like he had them in the last run of the Goose. He sent an order with them basically, and they brought it back from the provinces.
Okay.
If you roll a maximum result on the die, you can spend a momentum to level it up. That's what it is. Yeah, I absolutely want to spend a momentum to level up my commerce. So if you roll a double, a big success, you can spend a momentum to get a permanent increase in that stat.
I think it's you have to.
During a skill check, this is leveling up page unlabeled.
Yeah.
2, right on the first page. During a skill check, if a player rolls the maximum result on a number of the dice equal to their current skill level, I chose to not read that part.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm a normal commerce baby.
What is it?
It's equal to your skill level.
Yeah.
So if I had rolled 2
Two sixes.
Yes.
Then you would have leveled it up.
Yes.
Because you got 2 in that skill.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you bring back from the last mission?
I think he pulls out. He pulls out 2 little round pieces of amber from a tree that he has kind of fashioned into these sort of like round, almost marbles made of amber. So they look like glass marbles. And when you hold it up and look through it, it magnifies things slightly. Glass is not something that like exists typically.
Yeah.
So these are like, you can use these to magnify things.
Yeah.
And basically my thinking behind it is that he used his nature glow ability to sort of fashion
Shape the
these,
amber.
to
Yeah,
shape
yeah,
the
yeah.
amber into like small magnifying things.
He
He holds them out.
he takes them. And goes, these are beautiful. Huh? He reaches back and he puts another kind of package of candied salmon. Thank you. Well, that covers it. Enjoy your travels. Be careful out there before the snow comes. You're gonna get cold. And he does also he has laid out a few moss cloaks, like
Yes.
extra kind of thick insulated moss cloaks. As you are standing there, the doors kind of burst open as... Do I go ahead and describe yourself?
Adelaide, the neighborly male rabbit of the town and elsewhere, runs in.
You see Adelaide kind of out of breath, kind of stumbles in. Both kind of mail bags like strapped around their body, absolutely stuffed and full. And is like, you know, like you kind of clock this and you realize that like, oh yeah, Adelaide has been sick, and Adelaide typically travels with the Goose. That's where all the mail gets out for the year, basically, is with the Goose, anything south, and brings mail back. And Adelaide is not with the wagon. As you come in, like desperately kind of grabbing, like you see Denny, it kind of sets everything out. And like the supplies that you have, as you just start like shoveling them in into one of your bags.
Adelaide, what's wrong?
I missed the Goose. I didn't get on the Goose.
You didn't get on the Goose.
I'm not on the Goose right now. I should be on the Goose. I need to.
How are you going to get down there? They left a week ago. Over that.
I don't know. Follow the trail of the Goose, I guess. Me? Do you have anything that you need in my bag?
Some letters for my father and uncles, yes. Well, they're already in the bag.
Good.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Yeah, no, of course.
I think I would, at that moment, like seeing Adelaide so flustered, knowing that there's absolutely no way that she is going to be able to catch the Goose alone.
You would know that on foot, you probably could catch it, because the wagons move slower than you know, if you're moving at kind of full tilt and unencumbered. Because they are like, the wood is heavy, the wagons are big, and the trail that they have to take crisscrosses the Martin River, which is kind of like this mighty river that runs south. And it crisscrosses a few times. There's 2 bridges and a cable ferry that are like pretty precarious. And so they do have to slow down through those parts. But doing it alone
Yeah, that's what I meant.
is definitely not a safe choice.
And for someone who travels on the caravan rather than being out in the wilds by herself.
Absolutely.
I would kind of look to Buttermilk and to Bandit.
Adelaide,
Mr. Milk.
You had the right one. You had a good one.
as soon as you think you know yourself, you're wrong. It saddens me to see that you are off the Goose, but it gladdens me to see that you are on your feet. Would
Thank
you
you.
take some company on the road? Right, Bandit?
Fucking heading the wrong way. She's going down. We're going up.
You want to come with me on my little? You want to?
No, I
You
don't
wanna be
want to. I don't want to, but
Oh.
I also don't want you to die.
Well-
What I think, yes, like we don't want you to have to go and brave the wilds alone, especially when the Goose is already a week and a half ahead.
South is much safer.
But Bandit, we are going north on a legend. If the castle is there, it's going to stay there. If the castle is not there, it's just going to continue to be not there. Adelaide
yes.
has to get to the Goose.
And I have 2 little feet that can go on my own. If you want a castle, I understand that. I don't want to take this away from this man.
You've all gotten to know Adelaide over the time that you've spent here, and you are all friends with Adelaide.
Some of us more than others.
She's very sweet, and she is kind of the vital communication link to the rest of Willowmere.
Bandit, don't you have any letters that Adelaide would need to get down? No.
Nah.
Bandit, I do think that it's important that when adventure presents itself, you must move with it. It's the adventure you have, not the adventure you thought, that is the important one.
Mr. Milk's on to something.
That is not my name. Don't. Only my very close friends call me Mr. Milk. But that's for the dead of winter, and we're not there yet.
Sorry, what was that, Bandit?
Fine.
We shall accompany you.
Yippee! Yay!
Are you leaving now?
Yeah. If you're ready, I'm ready.
Underbound, you know, the door.
And I
He starts taking off all the warm clothes, and it's like, fucking, doesn't need this, doesn't need the gloves.
So we've got everything. We've got our packs. Is there anywhere else that we have to go?
The road.
Adventure!
You see as you head out, the stable master Percy just who's an Arctic hare. Good luck!
Just like one beady eye. Just.
As you head out of the fort, kind of at a breakneck speed, trying to keep up with Adelaide, who does move pretty fast. You see some of the workers by the front of the fort kind of throw open the gates as you head out onto the trading road south, chasing the Iron Goose, and that's where we're gonna take our break.
So grab yourself a snack. Tim has too much power right now.
For those at
break
home,
at any point.
Tim is in control of
I got the
our,
button.
transition since Chantel.
And I could just cut us off at any point.
And he's mad with power.
So grab yourself a snack, grab yourself a beverage, and we'll see you soon for our 2. Okay, bye.
Bye.
A Sin-Eater's job is far from an easy one. The afterlife is broken, fractured by old magic, ancient pride, and promises never meant to be kept. For the dead to move on, their sins must be consumed, taken into another, and carried away. Atop the hill, a Vagrius manor awaits, rooted in rot, dressed in ivy. The Evagrius family lies scattered across cold stone and silk sheets, each bound by the sin that shaped their life. For a Sin-Eater, each death is a question, each ritual a choice, forgiveness or damnation. Some rage against their fate, some beg, others, they welcome the silence, but none can pass on without the Sin-Eater's hand. And the Sin-Eater, they carry it all. Grief, regret, guilt, memory. The taste of what lingers, all in the pursuit of absolution.
I know that when I do pass along these notes, I will cease to be.
There comes a time in everyone's life where they must choose, weighing the options before them to help them carve a path ahead. These decisions are often fraught and complicated, especially when the allure of power sits just outside your grasp. What would you do if told that you were meant to change the world? Would you carry your title proud and strong? Would you eschew your role, shying away from your foretold purpose? And how do you do that if it means challenging everything you thought you knew about your morals, your heritage, and most of all, the way you love? With the great divine war just behind us, we find two mortals on the cusp of divinity, grappling with what it means to be truly human, deeply flawed beings in a deeply flawed world on the precipice of the unknown.
I'm Gina Susanna, and I'm playing Ever Halassian. And I'm not the God Killer.
I'm Yanis Vessels, and I'm playing Rake, the Void in Flight. And I am not the God Killer. Not yet.
This Blackwater D&D podcast series is Balance. My name is M. Carlson, and once again, I'll be your god, or your game master. While this game is still a duet, we've decided to expand our horizons and broaden the universe of our cradle, and we'll be welcoming new voices to our table as beloved characters throughout the story. This tale takes us back, long before the end of the universe, to a time where we begin to explore and understand old divine wounds that run so very deep, and what happens when love is caught in the middle. So bring your talons, your incense, and your family secrets, because you're going to need it. God Killer Balance, sponsored by Hero Forge and Moonbeam, comes soon to wherever pods are cast. Until then, heretics, be safe.
When the world is in trouble and you don't know what to do, gotta call Blackwater and they'll kick some mess for you. So pull up a chair because you're welcome at the table. Come watch to save the multiverse. So turn up the TV and come watch some D&D. Blackwater, we'll roll some dice for you.
All right. So you head out of Fort Brightwind onto the kind of old trading road, and you can see where there are the kind of tracks in the road where the Iron Goose has set out and all the wagons. What would you like to do as you hit the road? You know it's going to be a little while, but you kind of continue out for the rest of the day.
I think we would start off at as brisk a pace as we can to try and gain ground on the first day, knowing that we won't be able to keep up a brisk pace if we go day after day after day. So we try and gain as much ground as we can on the first day.
So you travel for a solid about 5 hours before the sun is basically fully set, and you've got to kind of set up camp for the night, because traveling on the road at night is dangerous. Not only there, again, the glow that kind of infuses all of Willowmere can be a bit erratic up this far beyond civilization. And you know that there are creatures that roam the forests and things like that. Crabs, big snowy crabs. And also just the road itself is not a well-traveled road, so it can be kind of perilous. And the river is not too far off the road.
I would like to do a investigation check to find a good spot to camp.
Yeah.
So
roll it.
That's Guile, so it's 3 dice for that, and investigation I have 1, so it's 4 dice total. Oh, that's not.
So it's 4. You need 4 successes.
Oh, jeez, that's 3 successes.
You can.
No, you know what? I'll give it to you for 3.
Nice.
But
Yeah,
I
'cause
did.
this isn't-
I got a max
shouldn't
on
be
one of them, so I'm going to spend my momentum because it's a 1 investigation to level it up to a 2.
Amazing.
Nice. All right. So as you kind of look around, it takes you a little bit, but then you spot a kind of perfect spot that is just a little bit off of the road. As one side of the road, there's a little bit of a gap, and then it starts to slope down towards the river. It's a fairly gentle slope down towards the river. That's probably another 100 feet away or whatever. You can hear it. And on the other side, it starts to, the road continues on, and there's sort of a gentle slope up towards it. It gets a little more hilly and mountainous. And you find just up a little ways up that slope, there is a kind of natural alcove in the base, near the base of a tree, and you kind of push some of it away, and you can see there are remnants of, some of the base of this trunk has a bit of a natural burrow that seems like as good a place as any.
Boy, and yeah.
And it's certainly protected from the wind and things like that.
Bandit.
Yeah.
Brother.
Yeah.
Allow me.
Yeah.
This is my British person doing an American accent. Really hitting me off.
Well done.
Layers,
Well done.
okay. Layering.
Layers.
It's subtle. Buttermilk would love to try to burrow out the burrow.
Yeah.
With his training in earth magic.
Ooh, yeah.
Like to take his it just looks like a walking stick, and it is. He's gonna take his walking stick, and he's just gonna start digging like it's a shovel, but it's not actually going into the ground. And the intention is to basically move the earth with it as he digs.
Absolutely. Roll that glow and earth.
Come on. Oh, 2 successes.
Okay. It takes you a little longer than you would have hoped. Everyone's getting a little bit sort of cold, waiting for a fire to be started. But you do feel like you can see this kind of thin wisp of blue that kind of coils down your staff as you kind of move things around. And you are able to kind of create a larger den within that's quite sturdy. And you have a little bit of a roof over your head, so you can all sleep with a roof over your head. And you do feel the ground, even though you realize that it's moving a little slowly because it's getting colder. So the ground is just a little stiffer than you're used to, so it just takes a little bit of extra effort.
While Buttermilk is doing this, I would like to, if you'll allow me, to use stealth to disguise the den, just to make sure that we don't get...
I was going to say, can I help with that? Can we? Because I was going to use my nature glow.
We can do a group check.
To try and sort of get the trees and the foliage to sort of bend in around.
So it's a shared goal. I'm gonna say it's a fairly low threshold. Did you want to help with this as well?
Sure.
Either of you? Okay.
Yeah.
What skill do you want to use to chip in?
Air.
Air, yeah, okay.
That's
Yeah.
when, like,
How do you use the air to kind of like shape?
I'm like pushing them in. I'm like,
Yeah, perfect.
You know?
That's great.
Or you could use the air to like channel the smoke up from our fire so that it doesn't like it doesn't like it disperses as it leaves.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to say this is an easy kind of group, so you need 6 successes total between the 3 of you.
Okay. So you would roll whatever your glow is plus
Yes.
the number that you have in air. Okay.
That's how many dice you get.
Whoa, for realsies?
Yeah.
Oh,
Have you been rolling low?
I was rolling low. Got 3 more to that.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
Just one on mine.
One?
One
I got
success.
4.
4, yeah, 4 successes.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, dude.
1.
And 1. That's 6. So you succeed. You managed to kind of obscure this from the road. You kind of look back from the road and you wouldn't even notice that it was there. You kind of laid over some branches that look like they've just kind of naturally fallen. And you can see as the fire is being started, you can see the smoke kind of winds around and disperses rather quickly, almost like steam. And disappears, and in the kind of darkness, you can't see it as the light from the fire is heavily obscured by the kind of branches that you've layered over.
I think taking that, Andreas would, realizing that he has to cook for Matilda when he gets home, he takes initiative and starts trying to put together dinner because he's got to start getting good before he gets home.
Do you have any...
I have skill in heart, Tim. I'm cooking with my heart.
I think you should try a skill that you don't have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if you succeed, if you get a
That's
full
true.
success, you can increase it permanently.
6.
I'm gonna.
get 6,
Can I use survival for
Yes.
this one? Because I think that Andreas is accustomed to kind of like living out in the wilderness on adventures, and would have like I can as of right now I'm cooking with what I know plus a little bit, which is not a ton.
Yeah.
Because I've got to work up to start getting my dinner ready for Matilda. Okay.
I'm going to say you need 2 successes.
Okay.
'Cause you're making a meal for 4.
Okay.
But yes, if you do, if you get
A full success.
if you hit a strike, a 6.
Yes.
Then you get that counts as 2, and you get a momentum token.
And I can level that up
And
permanently.
you can level it up. You can basically spend that momentum token to gain a point in that skill permanently.
Okay. So I am rolling strictly with my grit. at
Strictly
this
with
one.
you're gritting
No.
through this cooking.
I am absolutely gritting
Wild
through
way to
cooking.
cook.
I only rolled 1 success.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
So you are able to do it. You kind of get through it. It's a little poorly timed. The meal doesn't kind of come all out at once. And for the rest of you, it was an effort. It's certainly not what you're used to at the Big Mess. Is usually some of the best food you've ever had. This is palatable.
Can I as I see things starting to go not as smoothly, can I go over and try and
You just
sort
hear
of
Andreas, like, grumbling.
instruct? So, no, you don't want to put that in there.
Well, why? That's
Come around.
what.
No, like hold it like this, and you make your hand when you chop.
My hands don't look like
No,
your
chop
hands.
like this.
My.
No, like this. Yes, even you don't have fingers, so it's even easier for you not to put your fingers in. Perfect. And then I want to roll heart.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, absolutely. This will be 2 successes.
I got 4 successes.
Woo! Blew through it.
So I get 2 momentums.
Yeah.
And I got 1 from before, so that's 3. I'm gonna spend 1 of them to permanently level up
Your heart.
my heart.
Look, that's very
Your
sweet.
heart.
Thank you, Bandit. Albeit I spoke too much before, and I'm sorry if you're all having to now deal with my cooking because I have to cook. At some point, I shouldn't have said what I said. I just want to impress her and have been scared to do so. So, my apologies for the meal, but thank you for the assistance.
You want to impress her and you're leading with your cooking?
I didn't think that a life of consistent companionship was in the cards for me. I am am a warrior. I am someone who goes out on adventures. If I didn't think that was something in the cards for me. But
Do you think she's pitching consistent companionship? She seems a little...
she has been that way since we were kids. And I feel like if it was just a one-time dalliance that she wished for, she would have given up a long time ago.
I've seen people work pretty hard for one-time dalliances, but.
But I don't want to
Yes,
go
I like
into
this.
it
This is
thinking
more
that it's
mentorship.
just a one-time dalliance. That's not the kind of person that I am.
You want it to be a lifetime dalliance.
Well, if I'm going to...
You love her.
I don't know yet. But
You love her.
she's very beautiful and she's very skilled, and I'm not going to lie, this is not the priority of thinking, but if, as a warrior, she's a smith. I admire her for her
Practical.
skill, and she's very pretty. And she's only gotten prettier as she's gotten older. She was very pretty when we were young, and she has just gotten prettier.
Love her.
You're in love.
That's enough. Eat the rest of your stew. And Andreas just goes back to eating.
It's a bit lumpy, this stew.
He
It's a
says
bit
not a
lumpy.
word and grits through the whole thing.
You, at one point-
Bandit doesn't eat any of it. He just eats the salmon.
You at one point get a piece of broth puck.
No!
Flavor bomb.
Oh.
But you smile.
Some of my favorite people have been lumpy.
As you kind of tuck in for the night,
Do we do watch? Do we do watch?
do you want to take a watch?
I feel like we should.
I feel like we should.
Okay.
I'm happy to take first watch or second.
Right. I'll take the watch.
Well, thank you, Bandit. Much appreciated.
We're sleepy.
So you kind of set up, as you can kind of see out of the blind that you've made. Yeah, I will allow, if you'd like, you can do.
Can I use my wits?
Yeah, I was gonna say you can use your wits. You could also use your any kind of nature magic.
Can I use an investigation?
Yeah. Bit of a stretch. No, I don't think so. I think investigation is a little more hands-on.
I'll use my wits.
Okay.
If that's okay.
You could use survival as well.
I was trying desperately to get a point in survival. but no,
I'll do wits.
Okay.
So you want to level, get a skill point.
Well,
Wits.
it's 3 for nature, it's 3 for wits.
Ah.
So
Because it's a group check, we'll go, but it's only 2 of you. So we'll say just 3 successes.
Jeez Louise.
I can't roll above a 1.
No successes from me.
I have 1.
All right. So you watch.
I will use. Can I use a momentum to roll 1 more dice, just in the hopes that I get a 2? Because then we would.
I can use. I have 1
That'll
momentum.
cost 3 momentum.
To roll an extra dice.
Yes, I
After
think
the
it
fact.
is. Yeah, I don't think it's just
after
one.
the fact.
After the
Yeah,
fact.
after the fact. Is,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I don't have.
Oh no, it's 2 momentum to
2
re-roll a
momentum.
single die after seeing the result. 1 to add a die before any roll,
1
or a
to add.
+1 to any roll, but that's before you roll.
All
Nothing
right,
for me.
I will use both to re-roll 1 of the dice.
Single die.
It's a 1, but it's not enough. I guess if we don't fail by as much.
You kind of keep an ear out, but it's hard to see. It's very dark. You can see a bit of the. There are auroras in the sky, quite beautiful, kind of greens and blues. That kind of, as you look out longer, they are so beautiful. They kind of capture your attention for a while, and you get a little bit lost just watching these beautiful northern lights.
Eating my salmon.
Eating your salmon. And
You see Andreas, like, between kind of, like, bouts of looking at the lights. He'll, like, glance at every now and again, but you see that he's writing in a book in, like, very, very tiny script. Yeah, you see him just kind of, like, writing away, and he, like, thinks for a moment and scratches stuff out, and he's just, like, writing all over in a book.
all right, but your watch passes quietly.
Of course it does.
You wake up the other 2.
I'm up.
I'm up also. I am awake and ready to look into the darkness.
Wow.
The Aurora.
Beautiful.
They've come out for a while, but we haven't heard anything. But I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Ooh, well, depends what's hunting us.
Right. Good night to you both. And Andreas bends down and goes to sleep.
All right. What skills would you like to use for your watch?
I would like to channel shadow magic.
Okay.
I would like to see the shadow within the shadow.
All right.
I want to plunge the depths of the darkness.
Yep.
And see within it.
Okay.
Can I use survival?
Yes, absolutely. You're trying to tap into something. And again, group, but there's only 2 of you, so I'm gonna say 3.
Dose.
I'm using the regular dice. So
Those are all
there.
special.
We have special.
You're right.
What do you got? You get anything in
Oh, I got 3 successes.
Nice. So yeah, that's enough.
Did you get a 6?
No.
Oh, nice.
3 4s.
3 4s. All right. So you, as you kind of reach your mind out and kind of like plumbing the depths of the kind of dark shadows, you can hear very, 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 fairly far away. You kind of see these shapes sort of moving, several of them, quite quickly, rather large, but rather quickly, moving through the trees, not on the ground, but a little ways up. You hear kind of in the distance, your ear kind of pricks up. A ways away, you hear kind of the falling of a tree. You hear a tree kind of crack and a large kind of and you hear it smashing into the forest floor quite a ways away. But nothing close.
Keep my enhanced eyes peeled. I'll say to Adelaide. Adelaide?
Yes, Mr. Milk.
No, please, never. We're so not there.
Okay. I'll wait.
You are a mail carrier?
Yes. Did you have mail?
No. I send telepathically, but
I'm utterly useless.
No. I was thinking. Do you feel that is what you are or who you are?
Well, I guess it's what I've always done. It gave me fulfillment. People needed me, but maybe it's not, Am I a mail carrier or am I...
Yes, are you a mail carrier?
Or am I a mail carrier?
Speak more on that.
I don't know. This is who I know I am to be. I haven't really thought much else.
I think about it a lot.
About mail? I think about mail a lot.
Well, then it's right that you're a mail carrier. No, when I think mail, it becomes mail to my enemies. Telepathically, of course.
Right.
But I think about what I am, and I don't quite know whether am I a magic user, or is my use itself magical? I don't know. But I feel like I've got a real, spooky wizard thing going.
Yeah. That was yeah.
And is that what you've been getting?
Good at it. I don't.
No, I'm great at magic.
I'm sure I'm great at mail.
I could turn your heart into a squirrel. A very small one. Yeah, it would stop functioning as a heart. It kills you so fast. I wouldn't, because I like you, of course.
Are you sure?
I'm just saying I could.
Okay, I could not deliver your mail.
No. You can't deliver my mail, because I deliver telepathically, but exclusively to my enemies. Look, no, God. Whoa. Slow down, Adelaide.
Yes.
Do you think you're only valuable as long as you can deliver mail?
Well, kind of. There's so many rabbits out there. There's so many. There's too many, actually. What am I?
Well,
but a cog in the machine of rabbits. And mail!
There would have been a booth left.
This is what Pink Floyd wrote about.
Yeah.
So, never wanted to to tell anybody their worldview, but because there are other rabbits in this world and other people deliver mail,
Oh, don't tell me that.
wait, that undermines your sense of self? Were
other
you only
people do
delivering mail because you didn't think other people did that?
Well, I didn't see anyone else delivering mail, and the mail needed to go.
How did you become aware of mail?
Well, I got one. I got one. Where did it come from? Who delivered my mail?
Who did deliver your mail?
Goodness. I need to go to bed.
No,
I need to-
we're looking, because there are things actually moving through the
is
woods.
there?
You can't see them because you don't have the sight. But
What do you mean there's things out there?
so I've plumbed the darkness, and the darkness speaks to me through my eyes. And so there are something in the woods.
I heard a tree fall somewhere that way. Was that your tree things?
No trees fall sometimes.
Okay.
No trees are an enemy of mine yet.
I love trees, because you know what trees make? Paper.
Mhm.
You know what paper makes?
Mail.
Yeah.
What is it about delivering the mail that works for you specifically? Like, what do you get out of it?
I think I get to see everybody.
And you,
Because otherwise I wouldn't really get to see anyone. No one would want to see me. And so by delivering the mail, I have an excuse to go see everyone every day, whether or not they have mail. I just like to check. And they, you know, sometimes they offer me a cup of tea because I made the trek all the way out to maybe get some mail. And then everyone keeps me in their life.
so independent of your job, you think if people saw you, they'd be like, yuck, no thank you.
Well, just that it's like, oh, hey, another rabbit. But I'm the rabbit.
Okay. There's some internalized stories that I'm just sort of guessing at. What was your home life like growing up?
Well, I was the youngest of 73.
Many rabbits.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So they're all over. They do many things and many cool things, but...
What's your coolest sibling like?
Oh, my coolest sibling!
The sun is starting. As morning comes, you two rise with the sun as you begin your next day.
I tell them about the things moving in the trees. Not on the ground, but in the trees.
Is the
I'd like to do an investigation.
Yeah? Get up there.
is the directions that they were telling us that the sound came from with the tree
What are you
falling
looking for?
and the creatures moving. Is that in the direction we're going?
Yes. It
Okay.
did sound like it was.
Great.
I am looking for claw marks, feathers,
Okay.
fur. I'm looking for anything that give me an indication of what was moving in the trees.
Okay.
Did they snag on a branch? Is there little pieces of hair? Is there claw patterns I recognize?
That's so many dice.
Not great though. 3.
Okay.
But I do get a momentum.
So you, as you kind of look around, the DC was 3. You kind of pick through, and in the immediate area, you don't find anything. You don't find anything immediately. But as you kind of trek ahead on the road throughout the day, you're kind of keeping an eye out, and you do find you notice a little ways up because the side with the other side of the opposite side of the river, next to the road that kind of slopes up, becomes kind of a cliff face as you move forward. And you can see there are, you can see a little ways up on one of the cliff faces, you can see there is like a little bit of fur, it looks like, that's been kind of snagged on a branch, that's like sticking out of the cliff face. So you'd have to climb up to try to get your paws on it.
Yeah, I scramble up there with my little hands.
So make, let's have you do an athletics, I think, to scramble up. And this will be a 4 successes.
Oh.
Because it's pretty high up.
Can I
That's not great on that one.
stand underneath
3.
3. You
Just in
get
case he goes
so close. You're like scrambling up, but some of the wood or some of the cliff face is quite wet from some of the snow, and you just are about to grab it. You get a closer look, and you can see that they are kind of wiry hair. It doesn't look like a big, like, tufted hair. It looks like a bunch of little wiry hairs. And you just go to reach it, and as you reach out with your paw, your other paw kind of slips, and you start falling and scrambling down. You can try to catch him on the way down.
I am gonna try. I'm assuming this would be.
It's almost like translucent. It's mostly translucent.
What skill would this be? Either like fortitude or might? Or,
I would say
or
might.
toughness?
I think it's might.
Okay.
To catch this little fella.
Okay. So I am.
And this will be
Catch him, Daddy.
just 2 successes.
Okay.
Catch him, Daddy.
I need to.
Danny.
I don't. These dice were rolling really bad for me, so hopefully.
Because he's just a little. He's just a little guy.
I'm rolling.
Just a little guy.
3 because it's great, and I don't have anything.
A raccoon to a badger is a little guy.
Well.
I cannot roll above a 1. That is a 1.
So you go to catch him, and he lands right on you. You both kind of are knocked out and winded as you both kind of fall onto the ground.
Are you okay, Bandit?
It is not graceful.
I'm sorry.
But you don't. It wasn't a high enough thing where you take damage, but you're both kind of winded. You're limping a little as you get back up.
Andreas has got an eye patch. I mean, depth perception is a bit off.
Yeah.
At least that's what he tells himself as he helps Bandit get back
Use
up.
the eye patch to the other eye.
And they get started going forward. What did you see? I like offer him some water from my water skin.
Fuck, this accent is gonna kill me.
What did you see, brother?
You're not helping. Bunch of hay.
Okay. What type of hair? Can you identify the animal?
No. Gristly. Translucent.
Translucent?
Like a see-through fur.
What animal has see-through fur? What?
They would look naked to us.
I mean, we would still be able to see the hair, would we not?
Only if we were looking very closely.
Right. Well, now we know what we're looking for.
It's the glass squatch. The glass-head Sasquatch. Personal enemy of mine.
He's coming back to Australia.
Always goes
Where we were looping around.
So you continue on the road, and about midday, when you're all starting to feel a little bit hungry, you see there are a number of large pine trees across the road that have fallen down from the cliffside, or up on the cliff somewhere. And they do kind of extend out over the road where it had been kind of a slope into the river. This section is also another cliffside down into the river. It's moving quite a bit quicker down below. So it does kind of take up the whole thing.
Does it look like the trees have been pulled up from the roots, or have they been like gnawed with teeth or cut with tools?
You can make a group investigation check. If you'd like.
Okay. Just 2 for me, hoping to get a 2.
I'm gonna say this is gonna be as you kind of look through. We're gonna say this is.
None of us can roll 2. We know
It's
how
all
hard we have to
4.
roll
I'm
for
gonna
it.
say it's gonna be. I'm gonna say 8 successes.
Oh, boy.
Does anyone want to use it before they roll?
2.
2.
Zippity.
Doodah.
Ding dong.
Okay.
I have.
That's
Go ahead.
4.
I
right?
have
2 and 2.
I have 2.
So we need a 4. I need a 4 in order to get us to 8.
And now I can permanently fill in 1 in investigation.
I got a 5.
Oh! All right.
Momentum.
So.
Do we get momentum if we fail it and if we succeed?
I know. I think if you fail the roll, you don't get.
You only get momentum if you roll
momentum.
a 6.
Copy.
6.
A
Yeah.
6,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
there's other ways to get momentum in combat.
In combat.
Copy.
But yeah, if you roll it too. So you take a look around. You're kind of all looking through these trees, and you notice right away that they have not been pulled up by the root. They look like they've been snapped. But as you look at where they have kind of broken, it's odd. It almost looks like they've been bored through. like kind of in a circular manner, and it seems like it just took so much of the kind of structural support that the edges kind of snapped. And all three of these pine trees look kind of the same. And you can see there are other places where they're like holes have almost been started, but it seems like at the base is where they fully went through.
How big are they? Like
They're pretty big. Like the tree is probably about this. Let's lower those. It's all in the camera. It's probably about this wide, and the holes are probably about.
for reference, that was about 5 feet or 4.5
Yeah.
feet that Tim was showing, and
Yeah,
the hole was
and-
about 3.5 feet
Yeah.
around. That's a very big tunnel.
I would love to take a look at this hole
Yeah.
to see if it was magically ensourced.
You look, and because of something you said earlier, you recognize these kinds of holes. Carpenter bees make holes like this, but never this big. You've never seen, like, it's normally they use their, like, they burrow through holes that are the size of their body.
Right. So we're
But
talking
it's the
about
same kind of pattern that you've seen
Big
on
bees.
big bees.
And as you look, you see some of those fine hairs kind of stuck in the wood.
Big bees.
That translucent hair.
Those translucent hair. And you would know that on the carpenter bees, they are kind of dark blue and yellow. And that the translucent hairs that and like as he's sort of pointing this out, you're like, oh yeah, they do have translucent hair,
But you're
but
used
it
to them
looks
being
like
this.
because their shell is yellow and dark blue, so it looks like they have yellow and blue fur. And yeah, you're used to seeing
Big
them.
bees.
You were
Fairly
on
small.
one with this one. About bugs. My goodness, fuzzy bugs.
Fuzzy bugs. Well, I mean the snowbirds are also
Yes.
fuzzy.
Andreas would like look. Big.
Big bees.
Big bees.
Big bees.
Big
Big
bees.
bees.
Do
Big bees.
now I know nothing about carpenter bees. Do they sting?
Absolutely. They have a powerful sting.
And what happens if you're stung by a carpenter
A
bee?
bee that size, stop your heart. Immediately.
Do they have just one sting or three? Like a wasp has three. A
There's
bee
no way
has.
to tell a bee this big.
Oh.
Impossible to know, do I know?
You would know that they do have a stinger.
They do have a stinger.
They don't, in your experience with them, the stinger is like a last resort, and it does kill them. But they use their jaws. They have quite strong. They bite. They have quite a strong bite.
The biting bees.
And you two would also see, as you're kind of looking around, you would notice that a little ways up the trunk, there's a piece of kind of bent iron sticking out of it. And as you kind of look, you realize that it's probably a piece of one of the wagons from the Goose that's been broken off. And as you kind of look at the tracks on the ground with your successful investigation,
Does it look like the bees were chasing the goose?
it looks like the goose got struck a little bit, but it managed to keep going. You see the tracks continue on, so judging by the piece of iron that's kind of stuck in here, it wasn't huge damage, but it did seem like the goose got struck a little bit.
I would point that out to everyone.
Can I use my my nature ability to try and get an idea of how long it's been since the goose went through here?
Sure. Yeah, I'll allow it. This will be 3 successes.
Oh, geez, I only get to roll 3 dice.
Big money.
0 monies.
0 monies. You're not sure. It's difficult to tell because the ground is so hard. They haven't left like a huge indentation, so it's difficult to tell. But you reckon it can't have been that long because the goose didn't leave that much.
Left a week
before.
ago.
10 days.
About a week and a bit. But you've made good ground, and you know that it moves, relatively slowly comparatively. So
Couple
it's like
days ago.
It can't be. Yeah, it's maybe at most maybe a week.
How many people travel with the goose generally?
Typically, there's 6 wagons. Each wagon has a driver, and then you've got the conductor. And then they typically take another 20 folk. Sometimes they're just people who are traveling south, and it's the safest way to kind of travel with the caravan. And then there's also, about a dozen workers that go with the wagons to unload on the other end.
Gotcha.
And then make the trip back. They're usually the younger workers who don't necessarily have.
Do the trees look like they fell as a way to like block the path
Uh,
of the wagon? Like, why did can I get an idea of why the carpenter bees felled these trees?
Yeah, well, you reckon based on the fact that it did strike one of the wagons.
Yeah, that they were like trying to make
An
a
ambush.
blockade.
It seemed like it was maybe intentional.
The goose is not safe.
Do
We must make haste.
Do we think that the bees want the wood that's in the goose?
Possibly.
Do your bees take direction?
From the queen, yes.
You would know that the carpenter bees that you keep, they can't get through Oxwood. It's too tough.
But they're not this big.
But they are small.
But these are pine trees.
These
so
are just pine trees.
Carpenter bees, big bees, could get through pine trees, but not through Oxwood.
Big bees.
You don't know
might
about the
be
big
able to
ones.
get
You don't
through.
know
You don't
about
know
the
about the
big
big ones.
bees.
The little ones, though, they can dig into pine trees, but they can't go through Oxwood. It's too tough.
Perhaps if the queen is the only one who can command your bees, perhaps someone has manipulated the queen of these bees in some way.
Bees can be manipulated. That's how we get their honey.
Right.
Do the bees live inside the trees?
No, typically they build their
It's
nests
a silly question.
next to.
Like a hive.
They will sometimes overwinter. They will burrow to keep eggs, and the queen will kind of migrate into a tree for the winter. But
is there a chance the queen is in one of the trunks they are taking down?
Yes. There is a chance.
Trying to get the queen back.
they
There
do.
is a
The
chance.
queen typically does wait out the winter inside of a tree.
Either way,
Well,
Rest my case.
regardless, we need to, one, we need to get you to the goose, and two, we need to warn the goose that they might be carrying more cargo than they anticipated.
We have to move quicker.
If we can, and we make haste.
You run and you continue on.
Can I try and use because I want to upgrade my air magic? Can I try and use glow to make like a breeze push us from behind? Tailwind.
You can absolutely try. This is gonna be difficult.
Yeah.
This is gonna be 4 successes.
Okay, I'm rolling 1 dice. That's 1 success. What do I get? Gentle breeze.
Yeah, you feel like you fart a little bit.
That's the wrong.
You feel a little lighter.
loose.
yeah.
you actually managed to move the air at the exact pace you're running, so you're actually denying yourself the feeling of a breeze. So you're actually getting uncomfortably hot as you run.
But the fish is catching up to you.
Yeah. It is catching up.
Your diet is catching up to you.
And you head out a little farther, and as like the sun is starting to set, you're not kind of fully at night yet, but it's starting to move down towards kind of sunset. You come around a bend on the road, and the road follows the river. But you kind of all skid to a stop as you see a little ways ahead. There is a few kind of broken logs on the side of the road, not in front of the road, but you see 3 creatures kind of moving on the road, and you see they almost look like a snow flurry that's kind of moving around these pine needles. You see all of these pine needles kind of ripple as they sort of ripple and they look in your direction. You can see these kind of blue orbed eyes as the pine needles kind of form this, roughly, rodent shape. Looks like they're about the size of like a rat. Humanoid. Size.
Rat brackets.
Rat brackets, man.
But they are kind of made up of pine needles and snow and this kind of bluish aura.
Okay.
They are probably about 40 to 50 feet away, but they've kind of clocked you as you've come around the corner.
I think Andreas would kind of like walk out in front and kind of just like, I'm not going to aggress towards them, but I've like Morningstar in hand, like.
Have I heard any stories about
Winter
rats?
You can make a. They're just in the shape of a rat, but they look more elemental.
Yeah, these are like forest spirits, rat style.
Yeah, rat style. You can make a. You can use glow, and you can either use arcane, nature, or I would say.
Yeah, let's see the nature of
Sure.
this here. It's a fun little life. Ooh, that's
it's 3 successes.
Well, that's 4. And I'll upgrade my nature because I got a critty on that one.
So, based on your kind of magical knowledge and your time in Brightwind, you have heard stories. You've never seen one yourself, but you have heard stories of needle elementals. And they are a mix of pine needles and held together by ice, snow, and glow, the magic of Willowmere. And these animated forest elementals are protective sprites that roam some of the more northern groves. You've heard stories from some of the like loggers and things like that. And typically they give travelers a wide berth. So it's odd that they're out on the road and like not immediately sort of leaving. Something must have riled them up.
You said they're made of ice and snow?
Yes.
Pass that along.
I kind of look to the, I am not as gifted with glow as you are.
You speak truth.
However, the water has always been something I was able to commune with. Perhaps I can appeal to that nature of them to see if they will let us pass.
Go nuts.
I'm gonna stealth.
Okay, make your stealth check.
So many
It's gonna be a
dice.
4. 4
The
successes.
3. God damn it.
You're doing really well, but then you.
I'm like so tempted to go get my dice because I got Michael. I love these dice, but they're not rolling well for me. They're not.
Trade for Chantel. Chantel doesn't have
No,
those dice.
oh here.
Well,
Well, I don't want to give Chantel my badly rolling dice. That feels
Fair,
that
fair,
feels
fair.
bad juju.
Mean.
That's
They're
maybe.
bad for you.
I have-
They might
how
not
many
be
do I
bad
have?
for Chantel.
Okay, I'm gonna just quickly grab my dice. And
Never
then I'm
dice.
going to roll with dice.
I've got
that
special dice.
Might be kinder.
They're blue.
I have so many.
See, that would have been great. That's a 6.
Okay, so we are gonna roll 1 glow because I have 1, and then I have 2 in water. So I'm going to roll 3 dice. So we're looking for 4s, 5s, and 6s. If these roll bad, then it's me. Then I'm the problem. Well, it's 1 5. I am.
Sounds
the
like
problem.
you're the
I am the problem. It's just 1 success.
1 success. So as you go to kind of communicate them, channeling your kind of water magic, you
It's a bad day for Andreas.
you get iced out basically, and as they kind of like flank towards each other, they start to move towards you. You can see their needles kind of coming out, almost more hedgehog-like as they kind of extend out. They seem to be moving in kind of an aggressive way.
We'll see that.
I'll say you probably have 1 more beat before
I would
the
love
tenor changes.
to bust out a little honey
Okay.
and say, friends, we mean no harm. We're just passing through your beautiful forest, and we would hope you could take this to the trees that need it most.
So you lead with honey, okay.
Mhm.
I will have you... I'm going to say heart. This feels like you're leading with heart.
Oh, not
What's that
making a
saying? You
deal?
catch more
You don't think this is
needles with
commerce?
honey?
I don't think this is commerce,
Oh,
pal.
boy.
You're leading with your heart.
Okay, we're rolling raw.
You have how many do you have in?
And this is going to
guile?
be...
Uno.
And
There's
then
going to be
you,
3
yeah.
successes.
Did I get exploding 6s?
Do you have any momentum?
I
Because
do
you
have
spend
momentum. I'm gonna have to spend. I'll spend all of it. I'll spend both, so I can roll 3 dice.
I don't know if it's an extra...
If you say it before you roll.
It's 1 for an extra dice if you say before.
No, it's 1 is a +1 to whatever you roll.
Well, if I
Oh,
roll,
yeah. No, 3, yeah. If you spend
Plus
3,
1
you take an
dice.
additional...
No,
add,
momentum. Add 1 dice to any roll.
No, +1.
Okay.
die.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, I think you're right.
I'll do it.
+1 die. So, yeah, you can
Okay.
spend it to add those. Yeah, no, I think you're right. Mom's die.
1 success.
So you kind of lead with it as you get up to them and you kind of offer them this honey. And as you see, they look down at the honey and they're like, their demeanor kind of changes as they bristle out with these needles. And we are going to move into combat.
They don't like honey.
Maybe the thing that's riled them up was all the honey makers.
Stuff.
Oh, bee stuff.
I don't know.
You don't?
I guess we'll find out.
Someone should know.
What do trees like? Dirt.
Sap?
So there's one in front of you, and the
Sap
other
is their
two.
blood.
The other two
You
are
just offered him the tree blood.
are
No,
about
bee balm. Sorry.
The other two are about kind of 5 feet back, so they're sort of in a little bit of a triangle. One of them is right in front of you. So I can't remember how we just determine who goes first and who goes second, but I think it's the attackers go first. So you see this as they clearly move into sort of an aggressive stance. So it is your turn to decide what you would like to do.
It is player characters first, and then the scribe acts in response, and then we go.
Exactly.
I'm going to attack.
Yeah, I'll attack as well.
Okay.
So it's a skirmish plus grip, and then I get 1 to attack because of my daggers, and I get to attack twice per beat.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 3 on my first attack.
Okay.
So you gotta roll for defense.
All right, so that is, so they have, so they get 2 in the grit and 1 in the fortitude. So that'll be 3 for the defender. And I rolled 1 6 basically, so just 2 successes.
All right, so I got 3 successes, so you will take 1. Do I get
1
any
damage.
Do I get any?
More successes for the attacker. You deal damage equal to the net successes.
So 1
net
damage.
successes would be
1 damage.
not the gross, the net. So it's 1.
So yeah, the gross successes would be after taxes.
Gross successes is before.
Okay.
Net is after.
Is after.
Gross profit is like how much you made before your expenses.
And I rolled a strike, so I get another momentum on my combat hit, and then my
Yeah, so you
second.
slash away and you see a bunch of the needles kind of spill out
my
onto
second
the ground.
attack. That's another 3 and another 6.
All right, so I'll roll another 3. So the number to beat is 3 successes.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is only 2.
It's another damage.
Yeah. So again, you slash out more of them as this thing. Yeah, you can see the the needles spill out as it gets less solid.
What's the maximum dice that you can roll?
I don't think
6?
I don't think there is a maximum dice.
I mean, yeah, no. If it adds up to more, I think you can.
Mine is definitely more. So I have, I think, seeing which one did you go for? The one in front or the one?
The closest one.
The closest one.
Yeah,
I
that
think
would have been the one in front of our friend Mr. Milk.
I would have gone around to one of them on the side,
Okay.
seeing that Bandit came out of hiding to kind of attack the one in the front. I think I would kind of flank around the left-hand side, so I'm going to attack that one. If attack is your ability, your attribute score plus skirmish plus your weapon.
Yeah.
I've got 3, 3, and 2.
So 5. There's 8.
8.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
This badger hit horde.
Sort of.
Hold you.
It's sort of this whole thing.
Okay, so that's I get 2 momentum because that's 4. I have and then that's another 2 successes. Yeah, so I have 6 successes.
Nice.
So how many did you roll though? How many 6s?
1, 2, 3.
I have to get
So
all
10
twos.
Yes, so
So
I
you-
level that one up.
Can you? No, was that just in skill?
I think
Oh,
that's
that-
just skills.
That was
Skill check.
Oh yeah, that
Oh.
was just in skill checks. So that was a skirmish check.
All right, so I've got to roll 3 full successes.
You can't
No,
level
it's
up.
And guess what? I didn't.
Oh.
And so
I only
then-
rolled a 1.
so that's 5 technically.
Yeah, you watch as Andreas winds up, and you plow through this thing. It's just
That's my whole job.
in just a flurry of pine needles, and this one is gone.
Amazing. And then technically when I do successfully attack, it pushes something back 5 feet. So the needles would fly backwards, not out.
Yeah.
As Andreas kind of would prepare
That's some
himself.
anime shit where it's like, boom.
Yeah, with my pine cone Morningstar.
Nice.
Yeah, which these
Yeah.
kind of pine needles to pine cone Morningstar.
Back to whence they came.
Whence they came.
Hit by the baby.
I would have gotten 3 momentum from that.
A ball that's baby shaped is the craziest weapon.
And just to get shattered by it.
Yeah.
All right, you two. Who would like to go first?
I got something in
Please,
mind.
please, take it away.
Buttermilk would love to avoid more needle shed if possible. And so I'm feeling like needles, famously flammable. I would love to try to spook these needle elementals away by not self-immolating.
Yeah.
But like wreathing myself in fire and giving them the old kind of energy. And I go, away, spirits away! As I flare up.
Okay. So you're using your fire magic?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Roll it away.
Here we go, team. 1 success. I go, away!
That's perfect.
All
Never
right.
change.
I get they will use. I'd say their glow. They don't have any fire, so I guess it's just 2. It's just their
Whatever their base glow ability would be.
I'm also not trained in fire
One in
either.
trickery, so it could be. Well, no, I'll just roll it 2 to kind of defend against this. That is 1 success.
Even Stevies?
Even Stevies.
When it's equal successes, it's a partial hit, no damage, but the attacker gains 1 momentum.
You do get momentum. As they kind of like recoil at first, but they are not deterred.
Ooh, me with my Zippo lighter. I start doing tricks. I slap it on my knee. It doesn't quite work.
All right, what would you like to do, Adelaide?
Can I use air to make the fire even bigger?
Absolutely.
And more
You
intimidating?
can certainly try. Yeah.
Whoa!
6s.
Whoa! Okay, so that's 4 successes.
And you gain 2 momentum.
Oh my.
Oh boy! All right, I rolled 1. So I would say it gets 1 of them for the difference, which is 3, because I rolled 1, you rolled 4. So they take 3 damage as it's like, like the one that's right in front of you, sort of like it's moved back in, and immediately it's just like, it's like, oh! The flame gets quite a bit bigger as you fan the flames, and you burn away the pine needles.
Oh fuck!
As the snow melts and it just.
Is there only 1 left now?
There's only 1 left. Yeah.
I was trying to intimidate them. I was seeking a non-violent solution.
All right, come in.
Might be.
No, it's
No, it's the attacker's turn. So there is 1. It kind of races forward, and it's going to. I think after seeing, maybe it'll tag you. You did smash it, but
I am a hearty boy.
yeah, but you just flamed. You just flamed his friend. It's gonna go after you.
Okay.
As the biggest threat.
Okay.
So it comes in with its.
I roll 3 and 1 in fortitude.
Alright, so
I'm
it's got
rolling
2 in
6.
skirmish, 2 in grit, so that's 4.
Right? That's 3 dice for grit, 1 for
Oh,
fortitude.
that's a little better.
And I have +2.
For your armor.
Yes.
So that
2 full successes and 1 half success. So
Now,
that's 5.
here's a question. Here's
5
a
is the number
question.
to beat.
Is it +2 as in the number 2 or +2
No.
dice?
it should say in here.
It's not +1 die. It's +2. Okay, so that's my mistake. So this
Plus
is
1 die.
okay. So this is just so my Acorn Shell breastplate is I do only roll 4, but I get a +2 to whatever.
Whatever the number
It's
is.
the weapons.
Whoa!
Where's your armor?
2 static successes?
Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
Where is this?
Yeah, because it was my Acorn Shell breastplate has a +2 to defense.
You add the number.
You just get a
I believe.
static
Yeah.
defense. Okay, damn.
2 plus whatever you roll. 5 is the number to beat.
Okay, but I only have
It's
to roll
needle
3.
smash.
I only have to roll 3 technically for nothing bad to happen.
What is the I'm confused. What the 2?
For the armor.
I know, but what does it add to?
You just add to whatever your number of successes you roll. You then add +2.
Oh.
So there's an automatic basement.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
feels
rolled. I've got 1 success and a 6 for 2 successes. So that's 1 momentum to me, and so that's 3.
Okay, so you take 2
2
damage, and I need you to make a grit and fortitude check.
Okay.
Of
So
the
3
the
damage.
threshold to beat is 3 for this, where you get a little. There's a little negative.
Okay,
effect.
so grit and fortitude. So that's just 4. And I am going to Yes, because there's one left and this is a combat, I'm going to use, you see kind of like as the needles hit me, you would see that the acorn shell breastplate buffers some of them away. I'm going to take my 1 less damage per combat, which is the ability of their acorn shell. So I'm only take 2 damage.
Nice.
And it's once per combat, not once a round or anything like that. So I'm rolling 4 dice.
I think you only take 1 because you rolled 3 successes, right?
And you rolled 5. Oh,
and
yeah,
I had a 5, so you
5.
only take 1 damage.
Okay, just 1 damage. Great, thank you. So I'm rolling.
Grit and fortitude. The number to beat is 3 successes.
Okay, so I have to roll. I'm rolling 4 dice to beat 3 successes. No, we have to move that one out there. That is just 1 success.
Okay, so you suffer -1 die to defense until you're healed. As you feel the needles, as it smashes down on you, the needles bury into your skin. You're like the dog at the end of Homeward.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all the fucking needles.
Chance.
Chance. And you, so you have -1 die to defense until healed, as the needles get buried in your fur and skin.
Okay, and you just hear, and it's like, as you see the kind of like more on exposed arms, you see that's where the needles dig in, and a couple, 1 or 2 on his face.
Yeah.
Shing, shing.
All right. You can all act together if you want as well. There is only 1 left.
Oh, we might as well go in order. This is actual play.
Bandit loves this shit.
So I got a +1 to attack, so I just got an automatic success.
Automatic 1 success.
So that's 4 on the first one.
Okay. That's only a 1.
So it's 3 damage on the first one.
Yeah. Slice away the needles.
And that's for 5 on the second.
Ooh. That's only 2.
So that's another 3.
How do you finish it off?
Woohoo!
I think as the pine needles go in, I come up from behind and sort of. What I'll do is I'll do a slide underneath.
Yeah.
And open them up underneath. Yeah.
As you kind of slide underneath, you slice through the needles, and the form is just not able to stay together. As you see the snow flurry kind of like explodes out, and the needles just fall to the ground around you. You're out of combat.
I think Andreas is like, and just starts kind of like picking the pine needles out of his skin as he kind of like sheathes his morning star on his back, and just grumbles quietly to himself while he takes these pine needles out of his arms.
All right.
Buttermilk would like to kneel over the remnants of the needles and try to like make a prayer to the forest to apologize for what just happened and maybe listen for if the forest would like to say anything back. Oh my god!
That's
what
so
the
many
fuck?
successes.
Double success. So that's a 5.
Nice.
With a double success. I would really commune with nature on this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
And importantly, as he's doing it, you don't hear him do a silly voice. Like this is, which means I now have to decide what is Buttermilk's true
Mr.
basement.
Milk's real voice.
Don't.
Well, Mr. Milk was his
technically,
father.
you would get to call him Mr. Milk because you're everybody else in his life. So you, at some point, you will have built up that rapport.
Mr. Milk was his father.
So, me personally, Sean Deppner is not ready to commit to the true basement of the true milk basement. But that is like how this is happening. It is an affectation that he is choosing to do all the voices, and in this moment, he's like letting that silliness go.
Yeah. As you kind of commune with this, you see that kind of blue glow sort of swirl around and kind of come up and disperse back into the forest. As you see the trees kind of sway, you don't hear any words, but you have a realization that something is affecting the glow. You can see the forest is unsettled, and you think perhaps there could be an agent of gloom. Something you've heard about, something you've been told to be wary about, that there is elements that are corrupting and changing the glow. And perhaps there is an agent of gloom behind all of this. And that's where we're going to end it tonight.
Oh my goodness. I love this so much. I love these little animal guys so very much.
I'm gonna spend a week workshopping an accent. There's gonna be no issues next week.
Dialed in.
We're all locked in next week. Thank you so much for coming back for our first stream of the year. We have 2 more weeks of this wonderful Willowmere mini-series, and then we will be back to main campaign after that. I want to say a huge shout out to Bookwyrm Games, the creators of this wonderful system, which is the quill system and the campaign setting for Willowmere. If you want to go to check that out, the link is in the description if you're watching this on YouTube, and I'll pop it in the chat right now if you're watching this on Twitch. Please stick around because we are going to go raid someone awesome. But I don't know how we end this show. This is a new show. We haven't decided yet. Do we want to put our thumbs up for this one, or is there something?
Oh shit! I did this like I had something.
Yeah,
You did. You
That
really
was
did.
me thinking.
I could just end it.
Oh yeah, you have the power.
Tim has the power.
It's, wait. Okay.